Bonjour! This video is for those of y'all that were absent on the day that I introduced the past tense. So my introduction is this. Up until this point in French, I have been speaking to you basically in the present tense. You have made verb cards for action words in the present tense. For some of you don't really know what the present tense is. The present tense is something that you are it's going on right now, something that you are doing or something that occurs regularly in your life, okay? So for example, when we made a card for the verb to eat, when you write je mange, that can be translated into English as either I'm eating right now, as we're speaking, or every day for breakfast, I eat cereal. Like that is kind of a recurring thing in my life. That's what normally happens to me, okay? So I'm not talking about what happened when you were younger or what happened 5 days ago. I'm not talking about what's going to happen in the future, right? We're just talking about what's going on in your life. That's what we call the present tense. Now, up until I started teaching at Perry High, I used to always teach a certain form of the past tense in French called the passé composé first. There unfortunately are multiple past tenses in French. The passé composé is one of the most used. It expresses ideas such as, I went to a concert in Atlanta last weekend. I ate pasta at the restaurant with my boyfriend. I sang in the choir with Miss Dumas. We competed. Like in English, we add ed a lot of times to that, right? We competed. Well, ate is different. Went is different. Listened, danced. Okay, the ed kind of an idea in English is like it happened in the past and it is now over. So that's the tense I normally teach first. However, this curriculum does not teach that verb tense first. It teaches something called the imperfect past tense. Okay, what that translates into English as is like what you used to do when you were younger as a habit. What was happening at a certain time in your life. Like used to, ing verbs in the past, that kind of a thing. Now, although I have adjusted a little bit to this, at first I was not real happy about teaching that one first because I was like, oh, it's so much fun if we teach kids how to say, this happened in my life. You come to school on Monday, I keep you in French, and I can ask everybody what they did over the weekend. However, what I will say in defense of the way we do it now, teaching the imperfect first, is that it is a lot easier on paper for students than the passé composé. The passé composé has multiple words to go with it. You got to have your auxiliary, you got to have your past participle. There's all kinds of rules for the past participle. There's ER, IR, RE past participles, and those are the regular ones. Then there's all the irregular ones. You also got to memorize which verbs use the être auxiliary, which one use the avoir auxiliary. It really took me 2 years to teach it, so it was hard. So all that to say, we are learning the imperfect tense first, and the next video will show you exactly how to write it down on a note card.